Welcome to New York City, home of pizza, bagels, baseball, the Empire State, crowded subway trains, and most importantly, diversity. Many immigrants have come from all around the world to start a new life in New York City. When immigrants come, they bring their cultures with them. What is culture? Culture is the way of life of a group of people. This includes their food, language, clothing, and traditions. New York City is made up of many neighborhoods with different cultures. Some immigrants settled in the same areas and even created their own neighborhoods. For example, the Italians created Little Italy, and the Puerto Ricans created Spanish Harlem, also known as El Barrio. Today, we are going to explore my culture, the Chinese culture, through the neighborhood of Chinatown in Manhattan. My grandparents came from China to New York City in the late 1960s. They settled in Chinatown because it was easier for them to communicate and live with people that shared their culture. They bought their fruits and vegetables from street vendors and went to the outdoor fish markets to buy fresh seafood. In the mornings, they would go to the park to listen to traditional Chinese music, practice the Chinese martial art of Tai Chi, or play Chinese board games. On weekends around noon, it was a tradition to eat dim sum, or in the Cantonese dialect, yum cha, which meant going to drink tea, because they ate these small dishes of food while drinking tea and socializing with family and friends. I suppose you can think of it as a Chinese version of brunch. My parents immigrated to New York in the 1970s. Even though we did not grow up in Chinatown, we still went there often and followed many Chinese traditions. Food and family gatherings are a big part of my culture. We always went to Chinatown to eat Chinese dishes such as roasted duck, steamed whole fish, sautéed vegetables, noodle soup, and dumplings. It is a tradition to pick up our food with chopsticks. On special occasions such as weddings and Chinese New Year, we wear traditional clothing. In Mandarin, this Chinese dress is called a qi pao, and in Cantonese we call it a cheongsam. Chinese New Year is the biggest holiday for us. We have a huge reunion dinner with our family and friends the night before in order to bring in the new year. You can compare this dinner to a Thanksgiving feast. The following day, I will go to Chinatown with my family to watch the Chinese New Year parade. Even though we only explored the Chinese culture, you can see how rich and diverse New York City is. You can wander around any neighborhood and experience something new and different. How is your culture a part of New York City's culture?